Alright, welcome back. This is an exciting time and also a not exciting time. Big build, very big build coming very soon. All hands on deck. We literally just got back from the trip yesterday, and today we pulled this in. We're gonna tear it down. We're gonna check the head. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take it up to my dad's mill. I'm gonna set it on the table. I'm gonna check it to see if it's warped or not. If it is warped, we'll see if we can take some material off, see how bad it is, get another head gasket, slap it down. If it's not warped, we're thinking it's probably the head gasket. So at that time, we'll get a head gasket, put it on, probably get some better head studs, put it back down, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna try to get this thing back on the trails, and I'll turn this. Hey Emma, can you pause that please? I'm gonna let you in on the build. Okay, I can hear now. Thanks to our buddy Jason for picking this up and bringing it back for us. It was a huge help. It allowed us to not have to worry about it. Bless you. So the plan is, with this machine, no plastic, we're gonna build like a tube buggy. Bless you. We're probably still gonna use the same chassis from Can-Am, so it's gonna be like half full body, half chassis, and
it's gonna be a figure of our imagination.
Yeah, we're pretty much, I don't know, we don't really have any ideas yet, but we're gonna tear everything off. We're gonna put it back. It's not gonna look like this ever again. We're gonna get it back running. The kids are most likely gonna drive this one. Maybe Sherry said she might take this one back and give the other one, the newer one, to the kids. We're not really sure yet.
Are we sure about the name yet?
Sherry's gonna run the in the other one. We're gonna put the Halo 30 in this one, so it's easier for them to drive and maneuver. We gotta get A-arms, obviously. We gotta get trailing arms. That's like a must. So yeah, all of this, all the plastic, every piece of plastic is coming off this. The cage is coming off. Sherry's taking the shock therapy springs back, putting it on the other machine. We'll put the stock stuff back on this. So this is going to be broken up into probably several videos. We have a lot of work to do. We got to get ours pulled out of the trailer. We got some work to do to that. I bent 2 trailing arms somehow. I know one, when I backed up, smacked the rock. We got to do some work to those. I got to get a skid plate. Those need some work after this trip. But for now, this is what's going to happen. We're going to tear this thing down completely to the frame. Obviously new wheels and tires. If you guys want a set of brand new 32s that have 1 mile on them, brand new rims, hit me up. For sale, unless they're already gone by the time this video comes out. SH tube sliders are going to come off because we're not going to need those. Pretty much everything is coming off of this, so we'll probably get that done today. We'll show you that, but big build coming soon. You guys have been asking for a long time if the kids are getting their machines, so today it's happening. We'll probably still take it, you know, maybe we'll get a bigger trailer and we'll haul 3 sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. And then if something would happen to one of our machines, we'll always have a backup machine just in case.
I'll bet you have the tail light on the other side for a small.
Can I have your bed too?
Yeah.
I need the tail light and the bed, because my bed's cracked and my tail light. Oh, I need these. I need these too.
Well, they're brand new because you just put these on.
Yeah, this thing has a full tank of gas in it too. The fenders aren't worth anything. They're cracked, broken, tore up, ripped. Brand new set of trailing arms on this one, 64 inch.
I'm taking the springs.
I did say that you were taking the shocks and springs and putting them on your other one. So that stuff for sale if you need it. But obviously we'll get some harnesses for it. Not sure if we're gonna do a different dash type thing. So big build coming very soon. It'll be for us to thrash on, for the kids to beat up. Need new name. Yeah, possible names picked out.
Like maybe like afterlife. Something about coming back to life, maybe, or.
It's gonna come back to life, and it's gonna be better than ever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty sweet, I feel like. So that's the game plan here. We'll do video broken up over probably a couple. It's gonna take us a while, between riding and time and money, and we have like 4 cage builds coming up that we'll have to get done, and all that stuff. So we'll work on this between that.
The kids are excited though, so I'm sure they're gonna be pushing.
I told Emma, she drives it, she has to wash it.
Unless she has a passenger.
Unless she has a passenger.
Yeah.
He's riding with me.
Not ride with me.
Oh, on my machine.
You don't have preferred machines. You can either
Take Grandma Hatch.
You can take Grandma. So this is pretty exciting. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a really cool build. I think it'll be really good for the channel to have. I mean, it's still a Can-Am, but it's going to look completely different. It's going to be mainly for the kids and for us too, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll still mess around with it probably. Whole different color paint scheme. As little to no plastic as possible, so it doesn't get ripped off. I don't have to worry about it.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
When you're rock crawling.
Yeah, we're constantly
The less
ripping it off.
plastic, the better.
I agree. We'll probably throw bead-locks on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna run Zillas. Yeah, so stay tuned. Big build coming soon. Before we get too far into the cage build and everything, we're gonna see if we can get the motor back to.
Yeah, we're gonna take all this off so it's easier to get to.
Yeah, we'll take the bed and everything off and pop right in there, and we'll pull the head. Nothing's tight. We just put it back together for now. We'll pull it out. We put some WD-40 in the cylinders, so hopefully they're not rusted up from just sitting here. But we're gonna pull this off soon. Hopefully, maybe in this video, get that off. We'll get it checked. Check the deck, make sure it's nice and flat. And if it is, we'll just throw a head gasket on, see if she fires up. That's the plan. Okay. It looks a lot different. Ready? Bam. Look at this dorky thing. There's definitely nothing left to it. We'll have to build something up here to house a lay bar or lights and protect the fan. He'll give you great sight line to your tires. Not having all of this here. Probably come back in this way, maybe with the shape of that, just to stay out of the way of the tires so nothing gets caught or ripped off. I'm not sure how we're going to do the cage up here, but now you have really good access to the motor, which we got to tear into next. I got to pull the valve cover. The timing chain has to come off, but you can't let it drop or else you'll be pulling the bottom end. We'll get the head off here, and we got to line the timing marks up on it to make sure that we're good. So I think we can pull this off next, and can check the head, make sure it's hopefully not warped, and we can just bolt a head gasket on, and we're good to go. So that's coming up next. Valve covers off, coil packs are off. I'm going to take all these off. I think there's 16 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And then we can take there's 2 head bolts down in here, and then 4 or 6 of them down in here. And I believe they're like 12 or 16 point. Those will come off. Then we gotta take this off, which is the timing chain guide that just snaps off, and then we'll be ready to pull the head.
Clips there on the throat.
Yeah, and then your timing chain tensioner is here. We have this already in there. This is your tensioner. It goes in here and puts pressure against that. So when you loosen this, just make sure this doesn't fall down in and come off of the sprocket that's down in the motor in the bottom end, because that would be a bad day, unless you plan on pulling the bottom end, which we are not. So I'll get all of these off. We can pull this whole thing, set it over there, take this timing chain, loosen it up, and then we'll be back and show you pulling the head off. We tied the timing chain up because you don't want it to fall. So now we'll take these bolts off here, 12 point, I believe they are. We'll take all those off, and 2 in here.
What size do you need?
I'm not sure, I'll have to look. And then we'll lift this up, hold on to the timing chain, pull the head off, and then tie the timing chain back up so you can get it out of here. And the turbo and everything is going to come off with this, and then once we get it off, we'll be able to get back in there and take the bolts and stuff off of the manifold and all that. But that's the step we're at now. Just something to note while I was on here. Just wanted to let you know about the timing chain, because that's very important. But we'll get that off. We'll get this, check the deck to make sure it's good, and then we'll be back to business. Okay, Sherry took a little cell phone clip. I'll throw that in of us checking this. And it turns out that it is warped about 7/1000ths of an inch. So we are undecided on what we're gonna do.
We're just gonna, it's just gonna, the cost, we're just gonna see how much it will be to face that on both sides.
So my dad has access to a machine shop, and so we're trying to decide the cost difference between machining it or buying a new one. Alpha Power Sports always comes through us for prices, so it might be more cost effective for us to buy a brand new head versus having one machined, but we'll see. I think it's called a fly cutter. So both, this end is humped, the bottom side that bolts, this is the bottom of the head that goes to the bottom end, is dipped, so it's kind of warped like this. Where's that straight edge at?
I had enough of it in the car.
Okay, so I don't know, hold on, I don't know if this will get it or not. You can kind of see it. It's very, very hard. It's the feeler gauge we did with the straight edge. It was about 7/1000ths. We put it on my dad's milling machine and ran a dial indicator across it, and it's every bit of 7/1000ths, which is not that much. I mean, we can shave this, shave that, and it will be okay. But again, cost. So we'll figure out the cost of either fixing this or buying new.
No matter what, the cost is going to be like under $1,000 to fix everything.
Yeah, so a brand new head retails for like $780 on Can-Am site.
A head gasket.
Obviously we don't have to pay retail, so we will get a pretty good deal on this. And then I think this is like $50 maybe for a head gasket. And then some labor to switch this stuff over, which we do ourselves. No cost there. Everything else is okay. Probably replace a few gaskets, the header gasket, manifold gasket here. So I would say probably
somebody else to do it for us, it would be
good. If we went the route of buying a brand new head and switching everything over, we're probably ballpark under $800 to have this thing fixed and done and running again.
Yeah.
Machining, I don't know, a couple $100 maybe. So, you know, if we can have this machined and fixed for $200 or $300, that's probably the route we'll go. Yeah. Any more than that, it wouldn't be cost effective. We might as well just buy a brand new one and switch it over.
But it's a holiday weekend, so
Yeah,
I
right.
need to
So
this week.
we'll figure it out. We'll call a couple machine shops. My dad said that they don't have a fly cutter in there to go through here and do that. So if I can get a fly cutter cheap enough, which I think they're like $350, they could probably do it for nothing for us. Or we pay a machine shop that already has that set up, do it, or buy a new head. Those are our three options. But either way, at least now we know what's wrong with it. It is warped. Sherry said there's possible small indication here that she could see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera or not. It's hard. GoPros don't focus, but right in here,
Like a light spot in the red.
there's a light spot right there. And this is the cylinder that had coolant in it. So yeah, we have a few things happening today. This is on hold for a few more days. Unfortunately, we did get the head back. We took the head to a machine shop friend of ours, and what I could check, to me it looked like about 7 thousandths. He said he had to remove 14 thousandths from the head to get it straight. So unfortunately, it's more than I was hoping. I'd feel comfortable under 10, but I called Whalen because we run their tunes, and those guys are amazing out there. They know their stuff, and I asked him if he thought we'd be good. He said he thinks we'll be fine with 14 thousandths. I was worried about clearance with the piston to the head and also the extra compression. He said that they don't see much compression with shaving the head down. He said they've gone 10 thousandths and been fine. So we're gonna slap a new head gasket on it, which we have coming in a few days. It hasn't come yet, unfortunately. We are gonna order Whalen's head studs, 9mm head studs. We're gonna put some extra clamping force down on that. So hopefully in the next few clips or several clips from now, it's going to be a few days, but we'll hold off and try to get this baby on this video, see how that goes. Also getting ready to throw some Amsoil Mudslinger on mine. Shout out to Kevin with SST Supply on Facebook. If you're looking for any of this stuff, go to his page. He hooked us up with a case to use on our trip, and I still have some left. So I'm going to spray mine down. I did mention earlier that my trailing arms were bent, and I wanted to show you that I got a hold of Super ATV. I filled out their warranty form. I sent it in. They emailed me back the very next day, asked for a picture. I sent them a picture, and they sent me brand new trailing arms. Where's the other one at? Oh, it's over here. It's over here in the box. So with a matter of 2 days and 4 pictures that I sent them, they sent me 2 brand new trailing arms. You can't beat it. And what was that? That was 6 days ago? 5 days ago.
Yeah.
5 days ago. So all of this, I have a brand new set of trailing arms sitting at my garage. They got here yesterday. A total of 5 days, and that was it. So can't complain with that. I'm going to spray this on my machine, get it looking good. We're going to clean this up because we have two machines sitting over, one in our other garage and one in our trailer. 2 cage builds. It's going to start happening here directly, so we'll keep you updated on those. We have like 6 cage builds coming, so we have a lot going on, and I got to get those on. I got some other parts coming for mine. I'm switching to double shear knuckles in the rear. Hopefully the head gasket comes for that soon. We can get that put on and see if this baby will still run. We got 2 cage builds, like I said, coming over here, but for now I'm gonna get this sprayed on my machine. Check out SST Supply on Facebook. He'll hook you up. awesome guy. I've talked to him for a while now. And what's next? What's next on the agenda? We're gonna pull 2 machines over here and start tearing them down.
Yep.
We have a 2020 72-inch XRC RR here. It's gonna get just a regular overhead cage, flat top, couple braces that he wants to add. And then we have our friend Tim and Amy's that you guys have seen on the channel. It's a 23 XDS, and he's getting a full cage build, front and rear bumpers. The front's going to be like we've done in the past, just kind of come down into a point with 2 bars, and then the rear is going to be a completely different bumper, one that we've never built before. And he's getting a cage similar to mine, just maybe a little bit taller. So we have those 2 builds coming up. There's my other trailing arm. Brand newbies. I don't know if I'm going to paint them yellow or not. I might just leave them black. I don't know. To be determined. They really look good yellow. I really like them yellow. And they're already off, so I don't know. We'll see. My B-lock rings are in dire need of some repairs. But we're going to get some of this stuff cleaned up. We're going to get set up to bring 2 machines in here and start a cage build on 2 machines. Yeah, I think I was saying we have those 2, and then we have 2 more coming the end of this month. Then we have a Razor coming 2 or 3 weeks after that, and then possibly a Pro R after that. So we're gonna stay busy. We're gonna keep the videos pumping out as much as we can.
Hit us up.
If you want in line, hit us up. We have openings for, I don't know, probably September.
Yeah.
I don't know when this video is coming out yet. It's going to be cut up over probably a few weeks of getting some of this stuff squared away, but I think we're booked up to about September right now. So tore part, ready for a cage to be started once we get the tubing here this coming week. We'll do obviously the 120 wall main cage, 95 wall front and rear bumpers. I'm not sure if we'll show the entire thing in this video or not. This video might be finished before this, but we'll make sure that we get you a finished look at this, whether it's in this video or the next video. It might actually probably will be in this video. Sure, maybe. We'll see. But this is what it looks like. So now we're gonna take this one out, bring the other one in. We're gonna use his bumper. We're gonna cut the bumper off like we did the other ones, connect into it for his bumper. But pull this one out, pull the other one in. Bless you. Next up on the chopping block.
This one's got a lot more stuff. A lot more.
We gotta tear this down. We're going to take all this off. Actually, we'll probably leave most of it hooked to the cage because we'll just take the cage off all at once. It's got HCR radius rods, Trinity Stage 5 exhaust. I think it's got a tune on it, 235 horsepower tune. It has launch control, but I think other than that, it's pretty much mainly stock. They're wanting to get into the harder rock crawl and stuff, and they don't trust the main cage. So we're just going to build a main cage for them, not a front and rear bumper or anything. I think he said he's going to tackle that later on his own, but he wants us to do the main part. So this one will be able to be knocked out pretty quick. We're going to do, I'm thinking he wants to just do the main cage black. He wants to add a few different gussets. It'll be a flat roof, and then I think he wants a gusset in here. We're going to do a gusset back here just to relocate these so they're out of the way. I don't like when these are in the position they are. That way when you roll over, you don't break them because they are very expensive. So we're gonna get all this tore down, get everything taken off of it, get it stripped down to the bare bones, and next couple clips you'll probably see this one going back together. We're gonna tackle this one first, get this one done right. Okay. Say we're gonna tackle this and do this cage first, right? Okay. Thank goodness for the winch. Homemade.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's got a lot of stuff on it. She's naked. Ready for a cage to go back on. Got the bungs. Go in there like so. Stock bolts. We're gonna set this one out with the other one. Wait for some tubing, and then start building the cage.
Meanwhile, hopefully we get the parts or the gasket for this, and we can.
Yeah, that's all we need. We're waiting on. Did we tell everyone how much we paid to have that machined? I can't remember. I think we might have. But if we didn't, maybe if you missed it, 35. I think $35 or $40. I think we gave him more than that. It was like $35, and then he's like, let's make it an even 40 because he had to take the turbo and stuff off of it. So we're into that for very, very cheap. And then the gasket was like 53 bucks. So we'll put it back together. If it works, we're into it for under 100 bucks.
Crazy.
Can't beat it. Can't complain. So next time you see us or these machines, we'll have some tubing and we'll be bending some cages. Alright, we're going to switch gears a little bit. I have mine in here, but before we get to that, we got an email a few weeks ago, actually, while we were on our trip, from a company called EcoX. Where's it at here? Let me show you their logo. Right here. And they wanted us to check out their, I think it's a 26-inch SoundExtreme soundbar. And it has LED lights in it, 20 hours of playtime. It's really small, which is really what Sherry needs, is why she doesn't have speakers anymore. It's because with her low cage, she can't really fit anything.
That's really bad.
That is really cool. 500 watts peak power.
It has, I think it's amplified.
Built-in amplifier, rechargeable.
And you can, I think you can just pop it off of like the machine and use it. Like
This
elsewhere.
looks, I think this is the mount right here. Excuse me. So you can, there's like teeth on this and teeth on this where you can mount it any which way. It has lights on it. It's got 4 speakers. It's Bluetooth. It's really simple to use. There's like hardly any wiring for it other than like to charge it. Is this the battery pack?
Yeah.
I think this is a battery pack. So huge shout out to ecoxgear for hooking us up with this speaker.
I'm really excited.
This is like a couple $100 value. Look at that battery. This thing's a beast. I'm guessing this just snaps right in the back of this.
Here's the charger.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the charger.
You pull that out. Look at that. How cool is that, though? So it goes in. Hold that so I can push this in here. And then there's a strap for it.
Yeah.
I thought of everything, didn't I? We're gonna get this hooked into Sherri's.
So we should probably charge it. Make sure this is charged before
I'm sure.
hook her in.
I'm sure there's a little bit of power in it.
Oh, there's these
Mounting stuff. It comes with a remote, a couple hose clamps, some rubber stuff. This is really cool. Sherri's been really excited ever since she found out that they were gonna send us this to check out.
Yeah, I haven't had a speaker since I got my cage.
So this is going to be really cool. It's 26 inches. You can, I mean, literally pretty much mount it any which way because of
on the back of it.
Because of how this is. You can use them as running lights. You can point them in your cab so you can have some lights in the cab. The coolest part is it's like zero wiring. You pull the battery out once in a while, 20 hours, and it has like a charge light on it. Look at that. Full power. Oh, 3. It's got 3. So you can even check it on the fly. I'm going to take a second here and I'm going to try to find like probably really crappy sounding non-copyrighted music for you guys to listen to. But we're going to see if we can get kicked on here real quick and we'll let you hear it. I know it's hard to get a good sound, but we'll let you know.
Oh, it has again plug-in other. It says
Aux out and aux in. That's really cool.
So you can hook up
How do you turn the lights on? Is there a button for just lights?
right here. Is that
Oh no.
this one?
We gotta have to read the directions.
Wait, maybe I'd have to turn it on.
Maybe.
They're on.
Okay, it says
Speaker
on.
mode.
Oh,
Speaker mode.
To connect.
Ready to connect. Are you connecting your phone?
I will.
Alright, we got it figured out. It comes with a rubber case to put around this too, which is really cool.
Turn it upside down.
Okay, you can go through the lights.
Okay, these ones. And you
Alright.
can change the colors. And then you can do like high, low. And that one. And those are on the back of the speaker. And then the actual speakers themselves have lights, which you can change. And then even in the,
So it has 6 speakers.
oops, turned it off. So each end lights up then.
And that's really cool.
So we did listen to it. It sounds amazing. I'm probably, as soon as this clip is over, I'm probably going to get a hold of them and order myself one too. So not just saying that because they sent it to us to review. Actually sounds really good for all the bigger it is. What do you think
And
it is? Probably 4 inches in
Yeah.
diameter.
This is
And that's the mount. And it packs a big punch.
for
20.
having no amp and no wiring.
Yeah, external. No
yeah.
external amp, I
Yeah.
should say. Really simple. Really well thought out, even with the rubber case.
Yeah.
Um,
They give you these, and this little rubber is like fitted.
So we, yeah.
It like fits like perfect right over there. It looks nice. And
I looked on like YouTube music for something that sounded decent. I couldn't really find anything. So I know Upchurch we listen to a lot of his music, and his isn't copyrighted. So we'll play you a short clip just to get you. It's hard to tell on video how well it sounds, but just know that it sounds really good for all the bigger it is.
Lay in my lap as your favorite song plays, as the static from the AM gets worse as we swerve. I'm off in the holler sun.
So
thanks, sir.
I'm impressed. I'm gonna order one myself.
We got her installed. Very simple. 5-minute process. These are the side mounts that I was telling you about. They get bolted on here with Phillips heads. Hose clamped to here. You also have a bolt hole. There's also a mounting surface up here depending on how you want it. We want the quick and easy. And this thing is,
Not going anywhere.
it's not going anywhere.
And I can still get the battery out the back.
Yes, so there's the battery. It releases with this button here. You can still pull it out, put it in to charge it. I think it said 20 hours of charge time.
Yep.
There's lights on the back here.
Yeah.
You got lights on the side.
I'm just gonna
Speakers.
put my charger in my middle bag so that I always have it wherever we are.
Alright.
Yeah.
There it is. We will keep you informed on a long-term review.
I'm gonna show you this now.
We're gonna have to crawl under here. Me and Cooper took my skid plate off earlier, doing some checking because I got myself in my front end in a bind one time, and it was kind of, the front end was kind of hopping. I was in the throttle and I heard my drive shaft tinging. So I had a feeling that this was bent under here, and it is. I don't know if it's probably hard to see, but this tube right here is like this, about 3/4 of an inch or so. I'll put this, see if you can get a little bit better view here. If I can get on it one-handed. There, you can see how much it's bent. So what I'm gonna do while we're waiting on the tubing, I loosen my drive shaft. You can actually see where it's hitting. I am going to cut this tube out. I took the things off the whatchamacallit. Drawing a blank, Sherry. No, the rivets. Jeez, the rivets. I took the rivets off. What I'm gonna do is it's not gusseted anywhere. It's just a straight bar straight across. So I'm gonna cut this out. It's a straight piece, coped into here, and I'm gonna replace it with an 095 DOM tube, 1 3/4. It will be much stronger than this. It'll be straighter, and that one ain't gonna bend. I've come down really hard on some rocks, and that's what happens. So that won't be too bad of a job.
I think it's just that rivet.
I'll get it right now.
Okay.
Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, she bent.
Yeah. A lot. Looks like a banana.
Alright, I'll get it cleaned up.
Here it come.
Here you come.
Here it come.
Alright. And there you go. That's simple.
Let's hope you don't bend this one.
I think we'll be okay. For a while anyway. This is pretty, I mean, this is 095 DOM. It's gonna take a lot more to bend this,
Yeah,
but
look at the dent in this one in the middle.
yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, she beat up under here. But I can drill some holes up here, get this riveted back down, get that side riveted down. Once I get the other skid plate and I know where the holes are, I'll just drill up through the skid plate, rivet that, rivet this.
We bought some rivets, didn't we?
Mhm.
From Can-Am.
Yeah, we have rivets we got from Alpha.
And I have the new rivet gun. Whoop whoop.
Oh yeah,
I'll make it nice.
make quick work of this.
Yeah.
So if you have a bent tube under here, or this is flexing enough that like the rubber mount here was, you know, coming down because this was bent up and it was just close enough. I mean, there's not like an indent or anything, but it was just close enough. It was ting 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 every once in a while. So we got plenty of room up here. This is going to take a lot more to bend. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. I just got to get it welded up. We're good to go.
Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for, the entire video.
Will it run? We are putting everything back together now. 14 thousandths taken off. Whalen said we would be good. 14 thousandths is a lot, but I trust Whalen, so if they tell me we're good, then we're good. And we're gonna find out here shortly. We got to put everything back together, putting all these valve guides and everything, all this stuff back in. We bolted the turbo and stuff back in. That was taken off to machine it. I can't remember what we covered earlier in the video, but we got the spark plugs in. We put those in first because they were a pain in the butt. I don't know if you guys have never changed a spark plug.
They're
So,
cute.
we're gonna get this stuff put back on.
The
We're gonna get the head on, then we'll bolt the top end on, and then we'll go through. We're gonna torque all the head bolts. I think we're gonna go to 50 pounds on those. I believe it calls for 45 or 44. I'm not sure, but clean these off a little bit. Cylinder walls feel good, and we'll skip through some of this stuff. Got a brand new gasket, came in today. So cross your fingers that everything will be good. This is a predicament that you don't want to be in, just FYI. That is a bolt hanging on by the chain. Any sudden movement, it will go to the bottom end. I have a magnet, but the magnet is too big to fit down in there without touching the chain. If as soon as I touch the chain, the bolt's gonna fall. So, hey, Coop, run up to my dad's to get a smaller magnet. We're like seconds away from possibly pulling this entire motor to get to the bottom end, which I am not into. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright. Up further? Like in here? In here. Right there. Oh, God.
Hook the other magnet on it.
Oh.
Alright, now you're grounded.
Listen, kids. Don't do what I just did. Woo! Okay, that's where it goes. Alright, folks. Moment of truth. It's either going to go really well, or it's going to go really wrong. We have it hooked up to the point where we can fire it up. Hopefully it fires up. And,
Give it gas or anything?
no. No, it's probably going to take a little bit to crank because we had everything. But, yeah, and just prime it. And then let her rip.
Oh, that's all. Do it again?
Yeah, good.
Can I hold it in once it chimes?
No. Good. Yeah. It's out of time.
Yeah.
But it lives.
Lives. Dang it, though.
Dang. We lined up the timing marks.
I mean, it did get transported and rolled and moved and in and out, and
That's possible.
who knows how to do it.
Okay. So after further investigation, it looks like this is out of time. We thought so because of the way it was running. I've heard motors do that before, so.
And they said definitely it could change it a little
Yeah, they did. Whalen did tell us that when you shave the head, it could change a little bit. But if you come in here to the back side of the motor, under the turbo, to the right of your starter, you will see a hole right here. This is your crankshaft lock hole. I don't have the tool. This is the bolt that you pull out of it, okay? So what you want to do is, there's a notch in the crankshaft. You want to spin that until you see that notch. Tighten the special locking tool in there so the crank doesn't move. That gives you top dead center. And then you come out here and you can see, do you have a light, Sherry?
Sure.
When we put the crank at top dead center, the exhaust, down a little bit, right there. The exhaust and intake are about 1 tooth off. So we gotta loosen up the timing chain tensioner, skip this down to here 1 tooth, and then I think we'll be good and we'll try to fire it back up.
Yep.
So, alright, we're gonna try this again. We have not started it yet. Guess there's nothing left to do other than start it, huh? See what happens. again. Shut it down. It lives, Sherry. Another one for good luck. That's right. Sounds good without an exhaust on it. Oh my. So we're going to run through the process. We're going to change the oil. We're going to run it, change the oil again in case some stuff got into the oil. We're going to finish bolting up the exhaust. We got to figure out some mounts for this because none of this stuff is going back on. All the plastic, everything's staying off of it. So she lives. So what are we into it for other than labor?
$40 for the head and whatever the gasket.
$40 to shave the head, and
like on coolant and
$53 for the head gasket. So let's just say an even $100 for running back and forth with gas. And then we have coolant cost. I don't know what those jars of coolant are. Change the oil. So best case scenario. Hopefully everything works out. The oil stays clean. If the oil doesn't stay clean, obviously we'll have to check that. But I think if it was bad enough, it probably wouldn't even have started. So, alright. This is the end of this video. Thanks for sticking around. This is really exciting that it's fired back up. So, we still have a lot of work to do on this. It's not done yet. We'll bring you back here. Every couple videos here, we'll try to come back and have some progress for you. We have a bunch of cage builds going on. We have a bunch of steel here. We have a bunch of System 3 wheels for a couple other builds that we're doing that we'll bring you along for. So shout out to our patrons, our channel members, and our sponsors up here for helping us out. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching the video and watching our ads that we run in our video. And liking, subscribing, that whole deal. Thank you. We really appreciate it. We out?
Peace.
We're out. See you on the next one.